To share with you some of the things that we're doing at the Heartrest NTA to facilitate the build out of skills and to provide human capital for the logistics hub and beyond. As you see, I'm here sharing with you our mission. Just wanted to point out to you the clearly integrated, flexible, and responsive TVET system. And I can come closer home. What you saw last year, you won't see some of it this year. Basically for successful entrepreneurs, and I'm trying just to build it out, is that the environment in Jamaica tends to be hostile. So we need to change the type of environment, and we're seeing signs of that by what is happening in government. Our entrepreneurs locally sometimes think that they know it all and they do not need training and development. But I had happened upon a study in Brazil where it shared with us that the better entrepreneurs are those who tend to be more educated and tend to be of more educated parents. And we can debate that, but there are always exceptions to the rules. And therefore, the whole characteristics of the entrepreneur has to play a major role. We tend not to want to share or to ask for help, but coaching and mentorship is always important for the successful entrepreneur. Based on the growth strategies as is outlined by the government of Jamaica, those are some of the areas that they have highlighted. And I will just move along because this is what it is. Based on what we also do, we have to align everything that we do to the Vision 2030 development plan, and with special emphasis on the world-class training, education, and training system. At the Heartrest NTA, this is our responsibility, and to further look at the national outcome of creating an enabling business environment. We cross over into other areas because of our operations of training, but these are the two areas that we're expected to shine and to build out in. And I further make reference specifically to that of the MSME policy that was launched last year. So we do have to keep those in mind as we move along. Working together with our stakeholders, this is how we build out our programs. We look at the labor market needs. We go to the public for program development. We also depend on them a lot for program delivery because we have to deliver to them relevant labor market, we have to supply relevant labor to the market. Training is our goal, and we have to ensure that the programs that we do fit in with the needs. Dr. Pinnock, my board director here, spoke a lot about the logistics hub. We do work in collaboration with the Maritime Institute. We are in partnership with them. But when we look at the whole thing of infrastructure, and we look at our construction industry that contributes to our GDP, we know that we have skilled construction workers, but we have to look at the higher level skills that are required, that we have to import persons to deliver for us in most cases. And it is at this level too that the micro and the small business persons can shine. So if you look at it, they're project management, they're drafting and construction, and also when we look further down, we speak of the whole thing of energy management and the whole thing of renewable energy. Now, this also looks at the whole efficiency and the productivity of our people. Because if we cannot look at the whole thing of energy management and trying to ensure that we create buildings that utilize less energy going forward, then we're in deep trouble. And I look at the guys who are from, what school was it again? With this chair that is used to, Campion. Oh, it's Guys Hill, sorry. Who has this chair that controls the lights in the room. This is really some of the strategies that we need to put in place to ensure we manage our energy. Oil is expensive, as Mr. Johnson had shared with us earlier. So we look further into some of the areas that are important, and not that all areas are not important, but some are more important than others. And we talk about food security. One of the new programs that we have is one of agricultural extension services. And this is where we work with these extension officers to provide technical support to these entrepreneurs. These farmers are entrepreneurs, and they have to feed their children. They have to be able to scale their businesses. When we look at the possibility of what agriculture can bring to Jamaica, it can radically change our balance of payments. So therefore, when you look at ornamental horticulture and aquaculture, that's areas for earning a foreign exchange. Hospitality management is another area in which we tend to import labor, and which we also can look at the micro and the small businesses. Because we have the villas and the small hotel properties that will need to have those skill sets. We are heavily involved in partnerships, especially with the Business Process Industry Association of Jamaica in terms of call center operations. And when persons think of the whole idea of call center operations, they tend to think of persons who just answer calls and queries. But the industry is wide and beyond our scope, because even the whole thing of digital animation falls within that industry as well. And it is a new program being offered through the Heart-NTA along with our other partners. Network engineering is something that is very critical, and when I think of the whole thing of logistics and all of the enterprises that we may attract, that's another area that's quite important to us. And we understand that these entrepreneurs can build out from their homes to work in this sector. Just last year, May, we really launched a level 3 program in entrepreneurship. And this is specifically for entrepreneurs, persons who operate their own businesses. It is done by distance learning or face-to-face. We provide the opportunity for that. And we go out into the field to look for entrepreneurs with the skill sets to really deliver this program. Because you cannot speak to entrepreneurship if you really don't know it. So the subject matter is always important, but experience being brought to the table for problem solving is something that we think was critical to the success of such a program.